Blackstone Audio presents We the Corporations, How American Businesses Won Their Civil Rights by Adam Winkler. This book is read by William Hughes. To Margot and Erwin Winkler, for their generous love, infinite support, and enduring inspiration. Introduction. Are corporations people? In December 1882, Roscoe Conkling, a former senator and close confidant of President Chester Arthur, appeared before the justices of the Supreme Court of the United States to argue that corporations like his client, the Southern Pacific Railroad Company, were entitled to equal rights under the 14th Amendment. Although that provision of the Constitution said that no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, or deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws, Conkling insisted the amendment's drafters intended to cover business corporations too. Laws that referred to persons have, by long and constant acceptance, been held to embrace artificial persons as well as natural persons, Conkling explained. This long-standing practice was well known to the men who framed, the Congress which proposed, and the people who, through their legislatures, ratified the 14th Amendment. Conkling's claim was remarkable. The 14th Amendment had been adopted after the Civil War to guarantee the rights of the freed slaves, not to protect corporations. Conkling, however, had unusual credibility with the justices. For 2 decades he had been the leader of the Republican Party in Congress, and was often said to be the most powerful man in Washington. He had twice been nominated to the Supreme Court himself. Most recently, in the spring of the same year, he appeared on behalf of the Southern Pacific Railroad. The Senate voted to confirm him, but he declined the position, citing poverty from his career in public service, becoming the last person to turn down a seat on the Supreme Court after having been confirmed. More than most lawyers then, Conkling was considered by the justices to be their peer. And when it came to the history surrounding the drafting of the 14th Amendment, Conkling's expertise was unparalleled. As a member of Congress during Reconstruction, Conkling had been on the very committee that wrote the amendment. If anyone could testify to the intent of the 14th Amendment's drafters, it was Conkling, who was one himself. To back up his improbable story, Conkling produced a musty, never-before-published journal that purported to detail his committee's deliberations.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?